Story time. This teacher has been through it. Starts out by saying, just popping in to say that I love your videos and to share my teaching experience. Bring it on, we want to hear about it. And thank you. After interviewing for a fine arts position and not hearing anything back, I assumed I had been passed on. Anyone would think that, of course. Until I received an email from the principal asking that I handle the music for the first day assembly. I responded by asking if I had been hired, and he claimed that something had gotten mixed up and I hadn't been reached, but that I indeed had been hired. How do you mess that one up? How do you drop that one? How do you drop that ball? I arrived for orientation, where my name was not on the sign-in, nor at the tables with reserved seating. My name continued to not be listed on any sign-in sheet on PD days over the next 3 years, ever. When I showed up to get my picture taken for my badge, the photographer refused because they didn't have my name on any list. Surprise, surprise. 2 weeks into school, students asked about their grades because they couldn't see them online. I had no clue what they were talking about. Turns out no one thought to tell me that they had an online portal where I was supposed to be entering grades. But when I tried to get in, you guessed it, they had forgotten to create a profile for me. It took a month of school being in session before I could even access the portal. How are you guys running your school? This person goes on to say, during my second year, it continues. During my second year, I had an extremely troubled child in my class. By the end of the first month, I had gone to multiple admin asking for help with this child. Radio silence. But when this child physically assaulted 2 other students in my class, I was reprimanded for not having control over them. Then the school counselor called me to discuss a private conversation that I had had with HR. Also, when class options opened for the next year, mine wasn't listed. They forgot to put it as an option. This isn't even the half of it. It's not? But in the end, they got what they wanted. I left that place, and they completely dissolved that part of the fine arts. It's no longer offered at that school. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say that you dodged a bullet. You dodged a big bullet. Those people need to get it together. Honestly, I'm surprised that school is still a school. I wonder if it is, honestly. How do they know who even works there? What a mess.